18th, 2015 meeting of the Public Safety Committee will now come to order. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Chairman Ansello.
Here.
Mr. Baroth.
Here.
Ms. Boyce. Here. Mr. Howland.
Here.
Mr. Willie Lightfoot. Mr. Marionetti is excused. Mr. Michike. Mr. Morelli.
Here.
Mr. Yolovich.
Here. Is there anyone signed up for the public forum?
There is not.
Is there anyone present who's not signed up to speak who would like to address the committee at this time? There is no one. The next item on the agenda is the approval of minutes. You have the July 27th, 2015 minutes before you. And they will stand approved unless the clerk is notified of any changes by the end of the day. The next item on the agenda is new business.
Referral 15-0247.
Moved by Legislator Michike and seconded by Legislator Boyce. Is there any discussion? Yes, Legislator Morelli.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I see that that this grant for $24,860 mentions that there's some mandated travel for training. Through you, Mr. Chairman, to the administration, can you provide more information on what this training is?
Through the chair, the Office of Victim Services required that when we applied for the grant that we put in at least $2,000 per year for state mandated training related to the grant.
And through you to the administration, this training is conducted where exactly?
Through the chair, this year it will be in Syracuse, and there's no other announcements for future years of training.
Thank you. And who does the District Attorney's Office generally send to these training sessions? Through you, Mr. Chairman.
Through the chair, it would be the victim witness advocates.
And through you, Mr. Chairman, how many advocates does the District Attorney's Office have?
Through the chair, 5.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? The item passes. Next item, please.
Referral 15-0248.
Moved by Legislator Boyce and seconded by Legislator Howland. Is there any discussion? Legislator Barat. Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Through you to the administration, I just really have one question. Is all 3 victims advocates funded by this grant, are they all advocates in the department itself?
Through the chair, yes, they are.
Thank you.
Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? The item passes. Next item, please.
Referral 15-0249.
Moved by Legislator Howland, seconded by Legislator Yolovich. Is there any discussion? Yes, Legislator Lightfoot.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good evening, Mr. Chairman. Through you, Mr. Chairman, to the administration, this is a 3-year contract with 2 one-year renewal options. Aramark will pay a commission rate of 46% of gross sales less sales tax. Recently, the state of Michigan ended a 3-year contract with 18 months early last month. Are there any concerns about working with Aramark given that fact? Through you, Mr. Chairman, to the administration.
Through you, Mr. Chairman. No, we have no concerns. We've had a long-standing relationship with them, and we've been very satisfied with it.
Okay, thank you. A follow-up question through you, Mr. Chairman, to the administration. Who else responded to the RFP? Or how many responses responded to the RFP through you, Mr. Chairman, to the administration?
2 others? 2 others. Through you, Mr. Chairman, there were 2 other companies that responded, Trinity and Keefe.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Legislator Boyce.
Yes, through the chair. If you could just tell me, I don't remember the rate for the previous year, so the 46%, do you recall, Mr. Igneri?
Through you, Mr. Chairman, it was 35%.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Very good.
Yes, Legislator Barat.
Thank you. Through the chair of the administration, I have a similar question. Regarding the commission of the gross sales, do we have an expectation or an estimate of what we expect to see from gross sales less sales tax in the upcoming year?
Through you, Mr. Chairman, at this point in time, I don't have an exact figure. We could attempt to get that for you if you would like.
Well, through the chair of the administration, then, rather than trying to guess on what we might, get from this, what I would then request is what do we get in past year on the 35% of the commission, and what came out of that from the last year? How much was the profit we actually got? Does that make sense?
So you want the number, through you, Mr. Chairman, so you want the number that we actually received through the contract from 2014?
Yes.
Okay.
Through the chair, on the 35% commission rate, right?
Yes.
That'd be great. Thank you.
Is there any further discussion? Yes, Legislator Morale.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Is there just an estimate of what, I suppose, what generally comes in? Is that a number you could share with us?
Through you, Mr. Chairman, we have an estimate of approximately $50,000 a month.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? The item carries. Next item, please.
Referral 15-0250.
Moved by Legislator Yolovich and seconded by Legislator Michike. Is there any discussion? Legislator Barat.
Chairman. I'm actually pretty familiar with this. We had a great discussion about this last year, and so I want to be brief. My question to the chair is: is this under the same terms as last year's agreement?
Through the chair, yes, it is.
Thank you. And through the chair of the administration, did we? I guess the basic question is: how did things go, or more specifically, did we have any metrics that measured success or business or whatever it might be?
Through the chairman, we don't have any metrics yet. We're still compiling data from the end of the year, and it's very subjective. But things are very positive. The school is very much on board and looking to continue this.
Excellent. And finally, through the chair of the administration, one of the conversation pieces from last year was regarding whether or not the officer would be pulled from the school if based upon need from some other reason. And so my question is, through the chair of the administration, is how often, if ever, was the officer pulled during regular school hours?
Through the chairman, I can only recall 2 instances throughout the school year where he was called for a life and death situation in the immediate neighborhood.
Thank you. So through the chair of the administration, we can say it's a very rare occurrence then.
Through the chair, that's correct.
Thank you.
Is there any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? The item carries. And the next item?
Referral 15-0267.
Moved by Legislator Boyce, seconded by Legislator Michike. Is there any discussion? Legislator Morelli, yes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Is this referred to us as an MOI? Is that correct?
Yes.
And Mr. Chairman, through you to the administration, why is it that this is coming in as an MOI?
Through the chair, Fred Ryan, Emergency Management. This is a matter of importance because we had to wait to submit this referral for last month's resolution to come through.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. And opposed, the item carries. Are there any other matters to come before this committee? Yes, Legislator Lightfoot.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just point for the record, I want to first of all start by saying I want to congratulate Chief Phelps and Commander Fowler over there. I think you should get a round of applause because they just got promoted recently. That's in order, through you, Mr. Chairman, because I want to just share with this committee and this honorable body that we, myself and Legislator Flagler have been working over a year with Chief Phelps, and Commander Fowler just came in recently with recruitment from Monroe County, Road Patrol, and other positions within the county Sheriff's Department. Looking at diversity, knowing that that's kind of one thing I've been talking about since the day that I've joined this honorable body, that I want to say that there's been tremendous leaps and bounds made by Commander Phelps, our Chief of Sheriff O'Flynn, and Mr. Fowler have made some tremendous steps and leaps and bounds. We've met with the mayor. They're going to be kind of piggybacking with the city, going to churches, African-American churches within our community, doing their recruitment alongside with city police recruitment that's going on and city fire recruitment that's going on, that's providing opportunities for people in our community. So I just want to tip my hats to that. I think that that's an opportunity where you see city government, county government, Democrats, Republicans working together to provide opportunities to better people's quality of life, and that I think that's commendable. That I haven't seen that since I've been on the legislature in 10 years. So I don't know if all the stars are aligning as we get ready to dismiss, but nonetheless, I just wanted to take my hats and congratulate you guys on your promotions as well as the future of your recruitment that you're doing in the city. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, there being no other matters, the August 18th, 2015 meeting of the Public Safety Committee stands adjourned, and the next meeting of the Public Safety Committee will be held on September 28th, 2015 at 5:30 p.m. Thank you.